Hello guys, today's video is going to be about pistol caliber carbines and my opinions on pistol caliber carbines. Um, I'm not a fan of pistol caliber carbines. I think if you're going to carry a rifle caliber footprint, it should be utilizing a rifle caliber cartridge. If you need that extra ballistics capabilities that a pistol caliber cartridge would gain from being fired out of a rifle platform, then just get a rifle caliber cartridge and take full advantage of the rifle caliber footprint. So this notion of, let's say I have a 357 Magnum pistol and I pair it with the 357 Magnum pistol caliber carbine, let's say in a lever action, because it utilizes the same ammunition. Well, that's pretty fucking retarded, I think. And if you think that way, you're retarded. Because if I'm going to carry a rifle caliber, rifle caliber platform and use that footprint, then I will shoot a rifle caliber cartridge. Does not do me that much good to increase the size of my rifle and it not bring to bear the full weight of a rifle caliber cartridge that it was intended to have. Now, that being said, I think the main problem with this is that people don't really consider, most oftentimes I think, they don't consider the ballistics of the cartridge in a long, being shot out of a longer barrel. Sure, they may have some capacity in terms of number of rounds held in the gun and some increase in velocity and ballistics capability, but they don't fully think it through to think, well, does this ballistic gain, is it enough to take care of the things that I wanted to take care of versus that of just having the same pistol caliber cartridge in a handgun. So while it is cool to have the same ammunition for both rifle and pistol, you have to ask yourself, really, is the juice worth the squeeze? Is it worth me giving up the concealability and portability of a handgun for this rifle caliber platform, but yet I don't get the rifle caliber capabilities. I'm still getting some advanced capabilities over a handgun, but is it enough? And I think that's where many people overlook. Is the main thing that many people overlook, and I think to their detriment, they give up, concealability and portability for, in my opinion, what is often insufficient gains to warrant, carrying a pistol caliber carbine. Conversely, I think the better strategy, sort of in this sort of tangentially related way of thinking, is to take a rifle cartridge and then shorten it down to where it is giving you perhaps capacity and capabilities over that of a handgun. For example, to use an AR-15 pistol in, I wouldn't go less than 10 and a half. I would say 11 and a half is probably the sweet spot, where is the shortest you can go and still gives you great reliability. You go any shorter than that, its reliability tends to go down. But as you even as you shorten the rifle down, the barrel, you lose ballistic capability. So, for example, I would think that an AR-15 pistol, 10.5-inch barrel or 11.5-inch barrel, would be sufficiently short enough for you to and still have significant ballistic capability over, let's say, a 9mm handgun. And this you got to choose your application. This would be for a home defense situation where that AR-15 pistol would give you advanced ballistics capabilities in addition to capacity, where I could have a 30-round magazine in the gun, or I could have two coupled 30-round magazines together with 60 rounds on the gun and a relatively short platform. And I could use a red dot on it. I could use a light. I could use many different things that would give me an advantage, and only give up, I'll give up some portability. I'm not worried about its concealability. This is for a home defense weapon. And that way it would make sense. But if I'm going out into the wild, I don't want a lesser rifle. I want the most capable rifle that I can have. I want at least let's say in a lever action, at least a 30-30. And let's say the 357, it's a common handgun cartridge. The 357 Magnum handgun combo with the 357 Magnum lever action. The 357 Magnum lever action does give you significant increase in ballistic capability, but it does not approach that of 30-30. It is not the equal of 30-30. So if I'm going to carry the rifle, I want a rifle caliber rifle. I don't want a pistol caliber carbine. I want a rifle caliber rifle and get the maximum potential out of it. And I'm carrying the two for different reasons. I'm carrying a handgun for things I can take care of with a handgun, and I'm carrying the rifle for things that need a rifle to take care of. So I just, while on the surface it's fun, it's cool, and there's a practical argument, I can use the same ammunition. Well, what does that really give you if you can use the same ammunition out of your rifle and your pistol? What are you really gaining, and is it enough? And that, that's the question. If I need one round of 30-30 to get the job done, is equivalent 3 rounds of 357 Magnum worth it? I mean, is a 6 shots? I'd rather 6 shots of 30-30 than 10 shots of 357. I need the extra, lack of a better term, power, ballistics capability, for a reason. And that's why you carry the rifle over a handgun to begin with. It's because you need that extra capability. Like anything else, you're free to make dumb decisions that will get you killed, or that you'll suffer the consequences for it. You wanna forego the benefits of a handgun to carry a rifle, only to have limited additional capabilities because it's a pistol caliber carbine over a real rifle caliber, and that's your decision to make. Just know that, consider the ballistics that whatever you're quote unquote gaining, that it is going to do the job over the handgun alone, and it's worth carrying the extra weight and the extra you give up the concealability, portability for, and concealability may not be important if you're out in the woods, but still, portability is a thing, and size and weight, and in some grid down, a shit hit the fan situation, maybe concealability becomes a factor. I don't know. But for me, yeah, I think the people who get an erection when every time you say PCC, they really haven't thought it through quite all the way, and I'm always amazed at how many people don't really truly understand ballistics and don't consider ballistics, and they just go by the surface level, coolness factor of, oh yeah, it can shoot the same cartridge as my handgun. These retards. Yeah, well, you obviously haven't thought anything through, haven't mentioned any other factors that you need to consider, and to those who are considering a PCC, consider your application, consider that it may not be the best thing in all cases, that having a handgun cartridge that fits your handgun and having a rifle cartridge that fits your rifle, it's not a bad thing. It's usually a good thing. It means you have sufficient additional capabilities by carrying the rifle to warrant carrying the rifle, to justify carrying the rifle. And to me, the PCC is just not always justified for me to carry. If I'm going to carry a rifle, I want it to be a rifle. That's it.